Welcome to the Thriving Marriage, a show about helping you strengthen, repair, and enjoy your marriage. I'm Dr. Larry Pemberton, a licensed professional counselor, emotionally focused couples therapist, and happily married for 54 years. And I'm here to help you build the marriage that you've always wanted. I hear something frequently in my work. Sounds something like this. We love each other, so why is this so hard? It's because love isn't enough. Let's talk about it. Love is the foundation of marriage for sure, but what really makes marriage rich and safe and rewarding is secure attachment. We're going to talk about that a lot in this series, and I'll try to explain what I mean. Think about the last fight you had with your partner. Maybe you felt dismissed or unseen or spoken down to, or maybe the whole thing spiraled into contempt, and maybe you just stormed away, or maybe you just shut down. What really was happening there was attachment panic. John Bowlby, who in many ways is the father of modern attachment theory, described attachment as an internal working model for how to be a human being. It sets up a filter through which we understand ourselves and others and how we interpret what's going on in the world. Our first connection is with our primary caregivers. And that connection is so vital to us because Dr. Alan Shore says we know in ourselves, even as an infant, that we can't survive without connection. And that first connection resonates throughout our life and informs the connections that we have later in life. And if that primary connection feels threatened, our nervous system goes into fight, flight, or freeze because we are wired to protect ourselves. And that doesn't go away. We just transfer it to our romantic partners in later life. Memories of our earliest attachments to significant others become a filter that shape how we understand our story. They're etched into our soul. They're what drives our reactions. What makes it a bit difficult is that these are implicit memories. We have explicit memories that we can access through our conscious brain. Memories of childhood events, things that happen. But these attachment memories are more implicit. They're held deep in our body and our very nervous system. And when we begin to resonate with one particular style or pattern, we begin to understand why certain things hit us in certain ways and call certain reactions and responses. It helps us discover how our earliest relationships are still affecting what's going on in our present adult relationships. So see these as lenses, as a way of remembering your own story, naming your own patterns, owning your own attachment. See them as how they have informed your sense of worth and belonging. Why? Because that's going to help you become less concerned about labels, about communication breakdowns, and it's going to help you to begin to understand that your story is what's buried so deep. Couples come into my office primarily because they have gotten stuck in a pattern. The pattern's predictable, it's familiar, When it starts, they pretty much know where it's going, but they don't know how to tame it, how to control it. In emotionally focused therapy, that pattern is so common that we call it the cycle. And we use the infinity symbol to describe it. We'll talk more in depth about that in coming episodes. Dr. Sue Johnson, who developed emotionally focused couples therapy, does show us that there are some patterns that are fairly predictable and common, and you might see yourself in these. She calls these the demon dialogues. There's the pursue-withdrawal pattern. One partner chases, the other partner runs away. One moves toward, the other pulls back. And then there's the attack pattern. That's where both couples are fighting, and everything is about who wins and who comes out on top. Both want control. Then there's the withdrawal pattern, where both couples back away from confrontation and shut down and isolate. What we come to understand in these patterns is it's not about fighting and hating, and it's not even about what initially triggered it. It's about two nervous systems fighting for safety, fighting for connection, and protecting themselves from something they don't even recall often in their explicit memory. When we understand this, everything changes. We want secure attachment, and secure attachment means I feel safe with my partner. I feel seen by my partner. I feel that I can move toward my partner when I need soothing and comfort. I know that if I share my deepest pain and need and hurt, that I'm safe with my partner. We all want secure attachment. And understanding that is what this whole series is all about, and how to help you actually attain what we call earned adult secure attachment. So, here's what I want you to do in this next week. When you find yourself in that pattern, that cycle, when you're upset or angry or hurt or fighting with your partner, pause. Ask yourself, what's really happening here? What am I really afraid of? Abandonment, rejection, being unseen. And then stop and share that deeper feeling and that fear with your partner. Something like this. When you kept looking at your phone when I was trying to tell you about my day, I felt so unimportant and so unseen to you. Can we talk about it? That's going to be just the start. I have some free resources available to you through my website, thethrivingmarriage.com, that you can check to help you begin to identify your attachment pattern and see how that's showing up in your current relationship. One is the adult attachment pattern quiz, and the other is the relationship checkup. If you're ready to go deeper into it, I have for sale 2 resources that are 45 pages plus each. The first is the Kintsugi Marriage Workbook, and I'll talk more about what Kintsugi means later. And then there's also the workbook called Breaking the Cycle that helps you tame that pattern. We're going to be looking at attachment patterns more deeply in the next session. But for now, thank you for watching this. Thank you for pressing like and subscribing. That's how this YouTube stuff works. But most importantly, thank you for being willing and ready to build the thriving marriage that you so richly deserved. See you next time on The Thriving Marriage.